Piecing things together. Please let this be the final chapter. Not because I'm not into it, because I am. It just feels like I really want some answers by this point, you know? God, Flynn. I don't know how much more of this I can take. The flooding is only getting worse out there. I know. We're lucky the door was unlocked. Somebody must have forgot to check it when they left. Well, it seems quiet enough in here. Hey, are you going to be okay with that leg of yours? Yeah, I'll be fine. Okay, if you're sure. Even I'm getting tired. Hey, what's this? Monsters in Our Backyard. It's a thick picture book about local myths and stories meant to spook kids. I remember we tried to scare each other with some of these. The Wendigo. Hey, there you go. The Log River Hag. The Ghost of Buck Hill. That's weird. There's a little green sticky note on one of the pages. It says, show to Jonah. Now who's Jonah? There's so many characters! The handwriting looks like that note on the desk, too. Hold on. I think my controller is fucking around. It's just an old desk. Yeah, but I think there's something here. It's too dark to see, though. There's a note here on the desk. It's written in a neat, friendly style of handwriting. 8 chapters. Okay, so we're nearing the end. It was Harcourt. Look around. You'll see what I mean. Harcourt? What do you suppose it means? I have no idea, but we can't give up now. We better look around. Has there been a Harcourt so far? I don't think there has. This book is interesting. Betrayal Among Friends. The story of Bruce Bay's feuding families. It's a historical text from the logging families that competed to work the area almost a century ago. There's always been a lot of bad blood in the town. Grace used to tell me about how her family was treated just because they weren't from here. I remember her saying that too. She said she and her dad always felt like second-class citizens. Yeah. Hey, when did she mention that to you? Come on, Flynn. Girls gotta talk too sometimes. Yeah, dumbass. Right, not going upstairs or up. Hello. Thank you for the spooky. It's a handmade poster that says Lorraine's Kids Reading List. Summer fun for young readers. Huh. The handwriting kind of looks the same as the note on the desk, doesn't it? Yeah, you're right. And check this out. The actual list of books has all been scratched out. Yeah, and it's half covered with green sticky notes. Weird. So you're not going to check out what... Oh, well, maybe the sticky notes don't actually say anything. Who the fuck are Lorraine and Harcourt now? Like, there's so much going on. I don't know. Something about this place gives me the creeps. You don't want to go into the basement? Flynn, are you chicken? Dude, you've been running from a scary-ass ghost that rips people to shreds. I'm not going down there yet. Let's start by going upstairs. I don't want to lose Flynn just yet. It's chilly up here. I can feel wind from outside. Holy hell, I think the roof has collapsed. This library was pretty old. It probably needed repairs, but didn't get them. Yeah, in a small town like this, who cared about the library? It was all about beer prices and roads. Alright, let's look around. Hiding spot. Wonderful. Yep, definitely a collapsed roof. Elevator is busted. Looks like the stairs are the only way up and down. Fantastic. Locked. The fancy sign here says that this is the office of Library Manager Jonah Harcourt. Wait, Harcourt? That's who the note mentioned. You're right. Well, we're going to need a key to get into that office. Alright. I mean, for a guy with a busted leg, he keeps up pretty well, I'd gotta say. Wow, look at this place. You really haven't been home in a while, have you? The library installed this crazy statue last year. But the rest of the building is so run down. Why waste money on this? I don't know, but I heard this wasn't paid for by the town. It was installed by the guy who runs the place. Private money? He must have cut into some serious cash to pay for this. Before the Flood. It's a local history paper about the recurring flooding that used to happen here in the 60s. I thought the new hydro dam was built because of all of that. It clearly hasn't helped much. There's a small yellow slip of paper stuck between 2 pages. Elle keeps saying we did this. She's an idiot. Lorraine. Is this a Paul Bunyan statue? It's Bruce Murray, the guy who founded the town. Wasn't that in the 1800s? Probably. I'll be honest, I never paid much attention in history class. I was always paying attention to Grace. Hey, I remember you paying attention to her as well. Well, she was the new kid in school at that point. We were all curious about her. That sounds like an excuse. There's a clipped out newspaper article from a few years ago. I remember this. Police found a bunch of bodies around town. A security guard. Some guy who owned a convenience store. It says the murders were never solved. They never found out who did it. That's a scary thought. There are so many books here. I'm not even sure where to look. Yeah, I agree. Let's see what else we can find. Maybe we can come back here later. Yeah, maybe Holly's the killer. At this point, I'm willing to believe it. She might have been into Grace herself. That might be what she's trying to confess. Not that she's into Flynn. That would be interesting. From here, you can see the town's two rivers pretty clearly. It looks like there are washouts everywhere already. I don't think there's any way in or out of the town. Alright, let's go back. We can go back downstairs. Over here. Maybe that'll take us somewhere different. It sure does! The other part of this floor has been completely blocked. This must have collapsed because of the flooding. We have to run up and over to get past it. There's a kid's book here called Poor Paula. It's about a girl who gets teased because her family is poor. Grace used to get picked on a lot back in high school because her family lived in a trailer park. I remember. You always got expelled because you beat someone up who was really on the case. Not just anybody. That was Jack. That's probably why he hates me so much. Hey, there's a little green sticky note in the back of the book. It just has a simple sad face drawn on it. It's some science fiction novel about a boy who realizes he's not the same species as his family. How lame. I read that one, actually. It's how I first learned about Grace. Huh? What do you mean? Well, I took the book out and I noticed her name on the library card. It was just after she moved here, so I recognized it as being new. Wait, Grace moved to town when we were in high school. What were you doing taking out trashy books like this then? Jesus, be a judgy Jason, why don't you? Hey, never mind you. I just wanted something stupid to read, okay? You know what it was like back then. There was never anything to do. I didn't realize Grace was into stuff like this. Well, you've seen what's been going on. People don't always tell each other everything. Is it me or does she sound like she's covering up for something? It's an electronic scanner for checking out library books. Once they're scanned, we can check them out on the PC beside it. The library's computer is still on. There are a few applications we can access. I was never into this computer stuff. Why don't you take a look? It's a text editing program, but whatever file this is, it looks all messed up. Wait, Flynn, look closer. I think there's some kind of message here. Scan 3 books, you'll know which ones. Alright. Please scan books to see list. It's the library checkout program. We can't use it unless we scan some books first. Alright, so we've got to go back all over the place and pick up the books we've... Oh, hey! This photo's taken with the computer's webcam. What the hell is that? It's a mouth. It looks like Grace. Flynn, no. I told you it can't be. Also, webcams? In 1996? Well, either way, interesting. I don't get it. That photo. That weird cryptic message. If that's Grace, we have to find out. Flynn, come on. We've been through this already. Don't make this harder than it already is. It's the middle of the night. The weather is hell, and we've got no way to call for help. We need to focus, okay? Okay, you're right. I'm sorry, Holly. Don't worry about it, really. Just remember that we're in this together. We'll get through this. Okay, yeah. Well, the message says something about 3 books. Should we search the library and see what we can find? Let's do that. Then once we do, let's bring them back here and you can scan them. Maybe that'll give us some answers. A children's book about a silly cartoon beaver meant to teach the kids about locking. Lumber Larry. I remember reading some of these myself when we were little. They were in our school library, weren't they? Yeah, back in elementary. Don't you remember? That's how we first met, reading one of these books together in class. Oh my god, you're right. I haven't thought about that in years. Wow, Flynn, we've known each other for so long, it's crazy. Didn't these books also come with these extra stories in cassette? Yeah, they did. In the back of the book, I think. Take a look, see if it's there. There's no cassette here, but there's a key stuffed into the pocket. Ornate key. Oh, that's probably to the office downstairs. Alright. Okay, so... we gotta search all the bookshelves again. I'm imagining we need the Poor Paula one. Crap. Come on. Poor Paula. Just anybody? That was Jack. Green sticky note. Well, they didn't grab it, so that wasn't it. No, I just accidentally started the dialogue again. Oh, hey. That's actually not what I was trying to do, but okay, cool. Oh my god, not again. The walls are completely caked with blood. It smells like a slaughterhouse in here. Bruce Bay Municipal Council Minutes, 1980 to 1990. It's a public record copy of old meetings. According to some of these transcripts, there were problems with drug trafficking back then. Local families were suspected of taking part. So what was going on at the sawmill wasn't new? How was it that we didn't see it? We were just kids. How could we ever know what was really happening around us? Yeah, you're right. Sometimes things are right in front of you and you don't even notice. Holly? Sorry, I'm just tired. Holy crap, what happened to this guy? His head has been completely severed, but the neck looks ragged, like it was sawed off with something blunt. God, Flynn. This is just like Jack back at the high school. Hey, I think he's got something on him. You were right. There was a scrap of yellow paper folded in his jacket pocket. Harcourt, you're new. You chose money instead of decency. This must be the Harcourt mentioned in that note downstairs. God, what happened here? Hey, wait, something else on the back of this note. It's writing shaky, different than the front. It just says display case. Interesting. There's a really well-worn book here with a green sticky note on it. This is a ledger of burials, transferals, and interments at the cemetery. There's a note in very neat hand in one of the margins. Move the girl's plot. Family doesn't know. Will be better this way. She didn't deserve it. That's it. That's why Grace's body wasn't in her casket. What, you mean it was never there? Exactly. Someone arranged for her to be buried somewhere else. And Grace's father must have gone there to confirm it. That's why the grave was dug up. Well, that makes more sense. So that's what the note on the desk meant then. Let's hang on to this ledger. Alright, that's one of the books we need. There's a heavy hammer here. It looks tough enough to break through metal. We're gonna need that. The town looks so ominous with all the flooding out there. Not like the simple little home I remember. This whole area has changed, hasn't it? I mean, after tonight, how can anyone look at this place the same way? Boy, this library is a little more complicated than everything else so far, I gotta say. Alright, we haven't been to the basement yet. So that's probably where we should go next to look for another book. Let's see if... Aha! I remember this one. What's this book here? This looks promising. Go back to where you came from. I know this. It's a series of memoirs about prejudice in small towns. That's one of the reasons I wanted to get out of here as a teen. Grace used to mention how she never felt accepted being an outsider. Even if you were from a different town, you were an outcast. Yeah, I remember. I found her crying once, you know, in the girls' room back in school, because the other kids were being assholes. Really? You never told me that. She told me not to say anything. Probably didn't want you to worry or get angry. She was right. I would have lost it. You know, I think sometimes I really forget how close you girls were, too. Yeah, well, I suppose so. But she was your fiancée, Flynn. Her death hurt you more than anyone. Anyway, look. There's a little green sticky note on the spine. Let's take this book. Okay, it's really gearing up to Holly being into Grace more than she was into Flynn. Am I crazy? Am I reading something that isn't there? It's starting to sound an awful lot like Holly was way into Grace. This must be the library storage basement. It's so chilly down here. Tucked into the back of the display case are some deeds for cemetery plots. Some of them have had their details scratched out and written over with new ones. Looks like someone was scamming people out of money for plots. More local records, deeds, and an old coffee can hidden behind some dusty books. The coffee can looks like it had cash in it. There are mostly just smaller bills left now. So now there's a blackmailing thing too? How much shit is going on? There are just some recent newspaper clippings about space explorations. Some new company called Hudson Cartier has big plans apparently. Yeah, right, I'll believe it when I see it. This is a beat-up book just labeled Deeds and Records. It's a collection of ownership documents from around here. It shows old drawings of property lines, service roads, and... Hey, that's weird. According to this, there are hidden routes all over the town. Probably left over from when loggers had to move stuff between sites back in the day. You could move around completely unnoticed using these. This town is so fucked. Ah, hey. Nice. I didn't even know we had to use it here. I can feel that cold again. Something's definitely down here. There's a typed letter stuffed into a binder back here. It appears to be someone anonymously writing to the local newspaper. I understand that you refuse to publish multiple accounts by a local man. The writer's claims about his daughter's grave are true. Enclosed you'll find copies of interment records that clearly show the letter ends right there. Looks like the paper was ripped right out of the typewriter. Must have never been sent. I hear the monster. I can hear you, buddy. Right over here. And not in a mood to deal with you. Alright. Up. Shit. There's a book on this shelf that looks important. Bruce Bay District High School Yearbook Collection, 1963 to 1993. It's got 30 years of graduation photos in here. All of us are in it too, from our graduating class in 1986. But wait a minute, most of the portraits have been ripped out. This can't be a coincidence. I better take this book back to Flynn. Alright, so that's all the books. But there's a monster here that I don't want to deal with. It's a body of a young woman in a bright green sweater stuffed into the corner like a discarded pile of rags. The cold down here has kept the body well preserved, so I can't tell how long she's been down here. Lorraine then, maybe? I'm guessing. Whoopsie daisy. Ah! Ah! Oh boy. Please don't. Over here. I'm gonna need you to walk right past, buddy. Yeah, that was way too close. I was not a fan of that. Oh, come on, man. Well, whatever. Right, back upstairs. Find anything? I found an old yearbook of ours, but there's something wrong with it. What do you mean? Look, all our portraits have been torn out, just from our class. What the hell? Okay, let's finally scan these bastards. Where was that? Was that through here, or was it... Nope. Nope, 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 nope. So that means it's down here. I'm pretty sure. Yep, here we go. Okay, we found our 3 special books. What do we do now? We scan them. Just place each of the books in the pad and scan their barcodes. They just threw those barcodes around willy-nilly, didn't they? Okay, that's all of them. Let's check out the PC again. Now that we scanned the books, let's use the checkout program to see what we can find. Okay, go back to the high school. Wow, okay. Oh, go back to where you can... Okay, yes, yes, I see this. That's actually kind of clever, to be perfectly honest. The checkout program lists the books that we just scanned in. Look again, Holly. Those aren't the titles of the books at all. They are, though. That's brilliant. The scanned titles, they're spelling out another message. Go back to the high school. Oh god, Flynn! Who is making these puzzles? They're just being an asshole at this point. Like, we're idiots, Flynn, of course! What? What do you mean? We've been running all over town. First I was trying to get to you in the cemetery. And then I was trying to find you after that. But this all started back at the school. If it really is Grace's father behind all this, what if he never left the school in the first place? Then how did I end up at the cemetery? How did you end up at the hospital? It doesn't make sense. And also, what about the fucking ghost? I know, but I think I have a hunch about all this. We have to get back to the high school. Yeah, you don't fucking say. Can we leave through here? Cool. If you have a hunch, I'd like to hear it at this point. I'm very confused. These are local history books that Grace's dad would always have me get for him when he was in the hospital. The Secret of the Island, Rising Tides, Pollution in Our Waters, Who's Really Buried Here? The last book has a little green sticky note on the front cover with a crude thumbs up icon drawn on it. Weird. The community board is covered in blood. Wait a minute. These aren't the usual posts that people put up. They're all graduating photos torn out of the yearbook I found. There's Jack, Vanessa, and even an old picture of Mr. Sartain. The shelf has been toppled over, like somebody ran right into it. It's the head of the library manager. How did it get from the office upstairs? And how was it screaming? Fucking hell. Let's get out of here. Yeah, I'd say. Let's get out of here. People are throwing heads at us at this point. Right back where you started. You don't say. God damn. This is a lot more complicated than I thought it would be, honestly. This place has been completely trashed. We better be careful. The display cabinet has been smashed open. Jack's trophies have all been thrown aside. There's a hiding spot. Okay, I did not like that. Grace's memorial. It hasn't been touched at all. Everything that was here has been tossed aside. Even the guest book from the reunion has been violently torn up. What's the body count? Ah, fuck, I haven't been keeping count. Oh my god, Flynn, this can't be. Oh, Lord. This is insane. Everyone who was at the reunion is dead. Even Carol. Holly? What is it? Run! Flynn! Just go, hide! No, Flynn! No! Oh, crap. Well then. No time to be sentimental. Oh, crap. I gotta see all this again? Fine. It's not that long. Alright, hide. Hide. Can I go back and check on him now? It's gone for now. Where did that thing come from? I need to get back to Flynn. Damn it, the door's jammed shut. I won't be able to get back into the gym this way. Flynn! Flynn, can you hear me? There's no answer. I have to find another way around to the main lobby. These notices were supposed to tell students what to do if roads became washed out due to floods. They couldn't have prepared us for anything like this, though. Oh, this is the chemistry oh, boy! Wow, Mr. Sartain, you don't look so good. The blackboard has scribbles on it that weren't here last time. Doing this for you. What the hell does that mean? Oh my god, it's Mr. Sartain! Or what's left of him. Looks like he was carved open and left here to bleed to death. He was a bit of a slime ball, but he didn't deserve this. Hey, wait. There's something metal in his hand. Bloody key. Interesting. The cabinet looks even more ransacked than before. These are definitely the same containers I found at the sawmill. Stairs to the second floor completely blocked off. Door's lock seems to have been okay. Just as I thought, it's in here now. Great, so we gotta be careful. This is the biology class. The classroom supply cabinet is filled with tools and other things. Probably get in there, but it's locked and needs a key. Well, that's not the key I have. It's one of those frog dissection posters. I never had the stomach for that stuff. That's why I took chemistry class instead, even though I wasn't good at it. Ah, but then you missed all the singing. Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal. A slide projector has been set up on one of the desks. It looks pretty grimy. Looks like there are 3 slides missing from the carousel. Which probably means I need to find those. Alright. Guess we're on a scavenger hunt. Again. Uh-oh. Oh! Yeah, please go away, thanks. Thank you. Alright. A worn-looking sign indicates that the door here leads to the school's boiler room. Okay. It's warm in here. And I hear the scraping of knife fingers on the wall. And little children skipping rope. The storage shelf is missing many items. It looks like someone went through almost every box and container. Oh dear. Looks like there's a gauge here for some kind of temperature. East. East? I probably need to find a hint first to actually know what I'm supposed to do, but my controller vibrates when I'm around here. Huh. Whatever, we'll find out. What do we have here? It's a gauge here for some kind of temperature control, I think. West. Maybe it's just like this symbol. Like this needs to point west and the other needs to point east. Yeah. The boiler seems to be at the correct temperature now. It's not making so much noise. Oh! Okay, whatever. Fine. Brute force it. Seems like both boilers are operating safely now. It's much less warm in here. There's a hand-drawn notice here. It's from the school's head custodian. Came up with this wick new idea to keep the kids safe, so we don't get a mess like last time. The fuck does wick mean? If the boilers aren't set right, I rig the doors to lock so nobody gets hurt. Just set them back to the high temps. There's drawing taped up to the wall. It looks like a setting sun. Oh, if I'd run ahead, I'd actually... Okay, I brute forced it. The sun sets in the east. Ah, okay, I get it. Oh, well, it goes up in the east and sets in the west. Yeah, I'm a dumbass. Now that the boilers are working properly, the safety lock has been released. Uh-oh. It's loading. What's gonna happen? This is the art and music wing of the school. It means the door at the end of this hall leads back to the gym. It also means there's a giant spooky in here. This is the music room, but why is it so dark? Oh, what's happening over here? There's something here in this chair, but it's too dark to see. There's a music sheet stand here, but it doesn't have anything on it. This is the same old piano that was used when we were in school, but it looks like it's been smashed violently. There's blood all over. It was struck with something heavy, except the keys have been broken. What are we gonna find? What are we gonna find? There's a music sheet of some kind here. There doesn't seem to be anything on it. Is this like an invisible ink thing? Or do I just put it up here and we see what happens? Oh. Well. That sheet wasn't blank after all. What the hell does that mean? Keep your eyes to yourself. The lights are back on. Oh god, the chair! How awful. His eyes have been gouged out of his head. There's an ID badge in one of his pockets. It says he's the head custodian. It looks like a single key. The key's so small, I don't think it'll open the way to the gym. Just had a single hastily written word on its label. Bio. Ah, the biology class. Okay. Okay. We are making steady progress. Now the door seems to open just fine. Okay. Can I not get in here? Oh, okay. Right. I forgot how it worked. Right. This takes us through the boiler room again. And I heard some noise. Boo! Gee, thanks. Thanks for booing me. I'm very scared, by the way. You gave me a good frighten. Use the bloody key. Oh, hey. Must be a storage room for the custodians. There's a dirty old slide back here, hidden amongst some parts for a boiler. The slide has the number 12 written on it in permanent marker. Yoink! Every level of this shelf is stuffed with cleaning supplies, chemicals, and rags. There's a drawing taped to the box here on the shelf. It looks like a rising sun. Alright. There are packs of light bulbs, replacement bulbs, and washers. All that stuff. Alright. Let's find the biology classroom again. Oh dear. I hear you missing. Oh, up. Okay. Whew. Sweet. And there's probably a slide in there, I'm guessing. Key I found on the custodian worked. And an eyeball! Because why wouldn't there be an eyeball? This faded looking old slide tucked away in here. It has the number 22 written on it in permanent marker. Yoink. Let's just see if there's anything else interesting other than the eyeball first. It's a container of some kind of disinfectant for lab equipment. Some of the fluid has been used. There's a scalpel stored here. It looks like it's been cleaned recently. I would take that with me if I were you, as a weapon. Oh my god, there's a human eye here. It looks damaged, like somebody gouged it out. So that's nothing important then. Okay, so that's 2 slides, but we need 1 more. I can move over here. Aha! It's our old art class. It looks almost exactly the same. I hated art class. I just couldn't get it. But Grace was always so talented, just like her mother. Until I saw that needlepoint image in Grace's house, I had forgotten where she got it from. It's a half-finished sculpture of Bruce Murray, the founder of Bruce Bay. It looks so similar to that big statue that was in the library. A crude note has been taped up on the wall. It looks like it was written with oil sticks. I told you the tale here of how you were wronged. Do you see it? Forgive me, they're out of order. It's a drawing of a car smashing violently into a tree. Pencil drawing of a car swerving on an icy road. Okay. Oh, am I not? An angry-looking drawing of an angel rising up from a wreck of some kind. A drawing of an angel behind a dark figure. There's a slide under the glass, but the case is shut tight. There has to be some way to open it in here. Classroom shelves are packed with supplies and student projects. Looks like a lot of the drawing tools were taken. Let's move on to another room and see if there's another thing in there I gotta do. Oh, crap. Ah, fuck me. That wasn't fair. Come on! Well, I'm just gonna have to... Oh, I guess he gave up. Alright. You know what? Just kill me. That wasn't fair! I could go out there and he could be right at the door? Fuck off! 3, 1, 2, 4. No? 3, 1, 4, 2? What? What am I doing wrong then? Are there numbers hidden in the paintings? What? I don't understand what's happening right now. I don't get what the rule of this puzzle is. Sometimes it won't let me inspect them. I don't know what triggered that light. What the fuck? I'm very, very confused. 3 is the car swerving. Four is Angel behind the dude. And 2, now I can inspect 2, is Angel Rises. So what? Angel behind person, car swerves, car crashes, Angel Rises. 4, 3, 1, 2. Maybe if I leave the room and go back in and look at them in order. So the car swerves. Yes. Okay, this is it. The car swerves. An angel rises behind a person. No. Okay. Do I really have to leave the room every time for that? The car swerves. The car crashes. The angel rises, and then it tries to get revenge on whoever caused the crash. Alright, now it makes sense. Okay, that was really cryptic. Not even that you have to look at these in a certain order. I mean, that's what it told you right off, but the fact that it just stops letting you inspect them after you make one mistake, it took me so long to even get the spotlight, you know? That's a little weird. I don't know if maybe I fucked up, that's certainly possible, but that seems a little weird to me. That's what I'm saying, like, I inspected them first and didn't even realize them lighting up was a thing until like my 5th attempt. There we go. Let's get the fucking slide. Number 34. Alright, and the slides will probably get me the code to the gym. I'm imagining. I mean, fuck off. That was kind of balls. Well, I mean, forgive me they're out of order is a hint. But that doesn't tell you that you're supposed to look at them in the correct order. And it locks you out of looking at them in the correct order the moment you look at them in the wrong order. That's my problem. There's really no way to figure it out. Uh-oh. Ah, crap. Well, I'm dead. I am off the dead. I also can't remember where the hell the room I'm looking for is. Am I going the right way? I have no idea. Here we are. Okay, I was going the right way. That's good. Okay. Here we go. Okay, all 3 slides are in place. Now let's see what was on them. The projector is looping through its carousel of slides. What does any of this mean? (1853). 1853, right? And a spooky face. 1853. 1853. Where's the spooky face button? Nah, whatever. That did it. I can finally get back to the gym. Finally is right. We've been at this for a while. I made it back to the lobby. Now to get to the gymnasium and save Flynn. If he's not already dead. Man, I thought this game would take like 3 hours when it said 2, because I needed to figure out puzzles and stuff. We've been going for 3.5 almost. Flynn, are you here? Oh my god! Flynn, answer me! Damn it, he's out cold. Oh, he's just resting. I'm sorry, am I interrupting something? Should I come back later? Father, you must stop! Oh, she looks like something out of an Archie comic all of a sudden. Grace! I knew it! I knew you were there! All this time, I knew you would see what I was doing, and you'd understand. Understand? Look around you, Father. Why have you done this? For you, of course. Why else would I have done what I've done? Gone to the lengths that I've gone? I don't understand. You've murdered classmates and friends. Grace, don't you see? They weren't your friends. They've wronged you. Every last one. This whole town. You were always too good for them. The way they goaded you for being poor. The way they denied you even a proper burial. I tried to fight back, sweetheart. Believe me. I told the paper. I even had that idiot Virgil take photos as proof. No. Not Virgil, too. But even he betrayed me in the end. More concerned about money than seeing that justice got done. Those twins, that teacher and his perversions. Everyone only cared about themselves and their secrets, but never you. Never my angel. Father, I was never an angel. Not now, not then. Nonsense! Jack thought so too. And I'll admit, Jack proved to be the most difficult. He was a buffoon, but in his own way, he loved you, Grace. But he found out I was tipping the paper off about his little side business at the sawmill. That makes more sense. So it couldn't be helped. And after I was admitted to the hospital, he kept showing up to keep me quiet. For months he loomed over me, threatening me when the nurses weren't looking. You can't imagine how angry I became. Might have gone a little overboard with him. He was my first one, you see. And he caught me off guard. But that feels like so long ago now. And so you're the only one left, Flynn. You were supposed to protect her, take care of her. You were supposed to be better than the others. What's more, you were like my son. And because of you, my angel is gone. It should have been you that died in that car accident. I like that his eyes bulge. That's a really nice little detail. And now I'm going to make things right. Stop! It wasn't his fault! You! What are you doing here? Listen to me, this is insane. This isn't going to make anything right. Whatever you thought of Vanessa or Jack or anyone else, they didn't deserve what you did to them. What do you know about it? You of all people should understand. You were the only one who never did her any harm. That's not really true. Uh-oh. A week before their accident, I sent Grace and Flynn a letter. It took me months to work up the courage to write it. Here we go, here we go, here we go! I was so afraid of what would happen when they finally read it. But they never did. Flynn proposed to Grace and she accepted. And a few days later, they hit that tree and everything changed. I don't know what happened to the letter. Maybe it got lost. Maybe somebody threw it out. But Flynn was so heartbroken that for the last 2 years, I decided that what I wanted to say didn't matter anymore. But then we were all invited to this reunion. And I decided to finally tell Flynn the truth that I'd kept in for so long. We're best friends, right? It should have been easy. But now that I've seen he can't move on, I don't know if I can. I never wanted the two of them to get married. Which one was it? Which one was it? It really is you, isn't it? You've been there this whole time, haven't you? Back in the hallway after the reunion, or even that trailer. All of those times it was you trying to warn me, wasn't it? Holly, I don't know how, but suddenly I was aware of things. And I could feel you there. I was just trying to break through. So that explains all the supernatural stuff. I know that now. I'm so sorry. I wish you could have said this when you were alive, instead of letting it eat away at me all this time. We were all so close, but for me, it was more than that. You were more than just a friend to me, Grace. Fucking called it! Ah! I always loved you. What? Holly, I never knew. I swear it. I know. For a while I thought you two had read my letter and Flynn was upset, and that's what caused the accident. But I was so afraid to ask Flynn about it, so I said nothing, and in doing so I let the both of you down. Also, that disco ball is gonna play a part in this climax. It stands out from the background, it's gonna do something. So you see, we all had our secrets here. Even me. What are you going to do now? Are you going to murder me like you did all the others? I was wrong about you then. You're no different than the rest of them. Fine. Then you can join your friends in hell. Stop this! Don't you dare use me as an excuse for what you've done. None of this has been for me. It's all been for you. Now I understand. Your selfishness and insanity has kept me here, seething with hatred and anger in a cold black abyss, unable to do anything, unable to move on. But that's over now. I won't let you hurt the ones who really love me. Not anymore. Here comes the disco ball. Thank you, Holly. Thank you for telling me. Now run. Take Flynn and get out of here. Yup, what's she gonna see? Disco ball to the head? Or just the entire fucking roof collapsing. That's also a possibility. It's just that this disco ball is like stood out from the background so fucking much. Like, oh? Yeah, ghost kamikaze attack, I guess. Never knew we were dealing with go tanks. Oh, okay, it just ends here. Right. If you want to keep a secret, you must also hide it from yourself. George Orwell. Well then, does it move on its own, or do I have to press... Oh, there we go. 3 may keep a secret if 2 of them are dead. Benjamin Franklin. The monsters. I think the monsters were just like Grace's dad roaming around. But since you never saw him, you like assumed it was a monster because there was other supernatural shit going on. The best way of keeping a secret is to pretend there isn't one. Margaret Atwood. Or it could have been Grace floating about. She did mention being stuck in a pit of hatred. 3 things cannot long stay hidden. The sun, the moon, and the truth. I would have liked to actually see an ending instead of just... Well, maybe there's something after the credits. Who knows? Do nothing secretly, for time sees and hears all things, and discloses all. This music is great, though. Nothing weighs on us so heavily as a secret. Jean de La Fontaine. It is one of the great secrets of life that those things are most worth doing we do for others. Lewis Carroll. Oh, it's a Canadian game. Huh. So what time okay, we're just gonna have a drink. It's been a rough day, man. I need a beer. So what time are we driving back to the city tomorrow? First thing in the morning. I want to get an early start and beat the traffic. Yeah, that makes sense. It's going to take a while before things feel normal again, isn't it? Considering everyone in town is fucking dead? Yeah, probably. Yeah, it will. We'll get past this, Flynn. I'm sure eventually it'll get a little easier. I hope so. But look at everyone else around us. It's only been a few weeks, and it's like nothing even happened. To imagine that so much violence, so much insanity happened right here, in our little town. It's unthinkable. Maybe that's the problem. People don't really want to think about it and face the truth. Kind of like with me and Grace. Yeah, maybe you're right. Listen, Holly, we've been through so much and, well, what you said in the cemetery. Oh, Flynn, I'm so sorry I blew up at you. I didn't mean what I said. No, you were right. I wasn't ready to move on. But after all this, well, what choice do I have? Anyway, I was wondering, what was it you wanted to tell me? You know, when you first arrived for the reunion. Oh, don't worry about it, Flynn. It wasn't important. Come on! If anything, let it all out now. Clear the air. You kind of did get her blessing, you know? Like, this seems like a bad idea to keep this bottled up. I know you got to say it to her directly, but... whatever. You sure? You seem to have something on your mind. Yeah, I'm sure. You have enough to worry about after all this. This seems like a bad idea. I'll be right back. I just have to use the bathroom. Oh, crap. Holly, are you okay? Yeah, Sam, don't worry. A glass just fell. Hey, wait a minute. Actually, Flynn? On second thought, you were right. There is... Okay. Thank you. Good to see Grace has something to say from beyond the grave. Tell him, you bitch! Wow. Wing lady from beyond the grave. Oh, that's awesome. The end. That was really fucking good, actually. Somewhat longer than I thought it would be, but that's probably just because I read everything aloud. That was a nice story. A really, really good story. It's surprisingly light for a horror game. Like, it's very gory, but it's not super scary or super intense. I did play it on normal difficulty. And fuck you, no, I'm not playing it on Nightmare. Never. Never, ever, ever in my life. I got the experience I wanted out of this. This was really cool. Great art, great music. Gameplay is kind of standard. Many games like this were made like 5 years before it. But for a short 3 hour experience or so, this is really cool.